9:09 EVENTFred boarded a train from Watford Junction to Runcorn on Friday night with his Brazil teammates ahead of their friendly clash with Croatia at Anfield on Sunday. The Shakhtar Donetsk midfielder is expected to complete his move to Old Trafford in the coming days ahead of jetting out to Russia for Brazil's World Cup training camp. After their trip to Anfield, Brazil next play Austria in Vienna on June 10, 14:06 KellyProbably the closest we will ever see to these two lining up together at Old Trafford. 13:42 Kelly where he is catching up with family. 13:21 Kelly I'm happy in Milan with Inter, nothing else matters, he said. I don't know what's going on in the market and I won't talk about it either. I don't know whether Barcelona or other clubs want me. I am serious, none of it interests me. I'd only have Inter in my head. 13:16 Kelly It's something really special, being able to pull on the Spanish national team shirt in a World Cup, he said. It's unbelievable and I'm just so keen for it all to get underway, both the games themselves and all the emotion, and let's hope we can make the entire country really happy. 12:55 Kelly Wimbledon's around the corner. 12:31 Kelly round 18/19. When you come from my neighborhood, the first thing you wanted was to have a cool car, so I bought a Porsche __ with my last money. I even borrowed money to buy it because I wanted to have a nice car. I was driving around and I was driving fast because I like the adrenaline. And then, suddenly, police were chasing me. So, I ask you now. Do you think I stopped or not? I didn't. I drove until I found a tunnel underneath the highway and I was waiting there and they kept going, so these moments I like. 11:52 Kelly just 30 miles from United's training ground. 11:49 Kelly believe I'll play more, whether in real or somewhere else, he told reporters on Friday. Now is the time for me to play. Offers. I am under contract with Real and I wish not to comment on other clubs. 11:46 Kelly to become a world-class player, I'll probably have to play in an even better team at club level, he told Die Welt. I still have 4 or 5 years to learn, and then to become world-class. 11:16 Kelly Saturday Austria vs Germany, England vs Nigeria, Sweden vs Denmark, Montenegro vs Slovenia, Belgium vs Portugal, Republic of Ireland vs US, Iceland vs Norway, Sunday Albania vs Ukraine, Brazil vs Croatia, Andorra vs Cape Verde, Spain vs Switzerland. 10:51 Kelly players like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are so good that they can make their teams better than they are on paper, he told GQ, so I think Argentina and Portugal can do well. Brazil, because of their manager type, can play well tactically and defensively, but they still have that natural Brazilian talent. They will be a team to watch. And of the European teams, Spain looked really strong in qualifying. They have a mix of good experienced players and quality players. But you never know, there can always be a surprise at the World Cup. 10:49 Kelly Mike Keegan, for the Daily Mail, writes. When Manchester United lost the FA Cup final to Chelsea, there was no inquest, no rallying call. Instead, Jose Mourinho had a quiet word with each of his players, one by one. The Portuguese thanked his men for their efforts. Those who are going to the World Cup were told to enjoy it. Those who were off to the beach and beyond were told to come back fresh for what promises to be an era-defining 2018-19. 10:46 Kelly who knew Warrington was in the south. 10:41 Kelly that man is Barcelona midfielder Andre Gomes according to Mundo Deportivo. 10:36 Kelly It's a pity really, because I like Cristiano and it took me a lot. I've hard worked to bring him to Real Madrid, but it wasn't the right moment to say what he said and the way he said it, Ramon Calderón told Love Sport Radio. He knew he was going to have problems with Bale and Ronaldo. That's a problem we are going to have in the next weeks, and perhaps that's something he's considered in making his decision. 10:27 Kieran Kelly. We are France, whether we go to Nice, Lyon or Saint-Étienne. Everyone represents the French team, teammate Corentin Tolisso said. The fans came to support the French team. Personally, when you witness this kind of whistling, and I also noticed some for Florian Thauvin, it's exasperating, it annoys me. We are France, we are all France players, we are all fighting for our country and for the fans there, and we produced a very good performance. Paul had a good game, he worked hard. It hurts because I wouldn't want to be whistled, even if I went to Saint-Étienne as an ex-Lyon player. Fans need to realize this. We're all on the same boat, and we have to all stick together. 10:19 Kieran Kelly. No, I am not close at all. I think being the coach of a club is my job, he told GQ, because I need to play matches every week and train every day. I would say I am even further away from being tired now than I was a few years ago. 10:01 Kieran Kelly. Royalty pays the England squad a visit at United's training ground at Carrington. 9:54 Kieran Kelly. Running freely in Tocapilla. 9:50 Kieran Kelly. You can bet he's excited for pre-season on July 15. 9:48 The whistles are part of football, you have to stay tough mentally, he said. We're all playing for the same shirt. He plays his game, you're used to him scoring. We don't expect that from him, only that he rotates the ball and plays for the team. He has had a difficult season at Manchester United, but he has a lot of confidence in himself. 9:43 United could end up paying more than Diogo Dalot's minimum release clause to sign the Porto defender, but are close to finding a breakthrough, according to sources close to the player. The 19-year-old has a £17.5 million release clause in his contract, which can be activated from June 30th, and Men's Sport understands 8 clubs are willing to pay even more than that amount to win the race to sign the fullback before then. It is understood the sticking point in Dalot's prospective move to United is the transfer fee, but around £19 million could yet be enough to seal the deal. As a result, talks have not yet reached the stage where terms and contract length have been discussed with the player, although this is expected to be straightforward. Men's Sport understands the lot has not yet flown to Manchester, but the deal is close. 9:34 Kieran Kelly. Fred is currently in the northwest as Brazil prepare for their World Cup warm-up fixture against Croatia on Sunday, and United are hopeful of wrapping up the deal by next week. 9:18 Kieran Kelly. Clearly, it has not affected him. 09:08 KEY event with Axel. 10 minutes is enough. The potential is there, you see it immediately. It was only 2 years ago that Jose Mourinho singled out Axel Tuanzebe for hearty praise after his first game as United boss, a pre-season friendly against Wigan. The worry is, how much has really changed since that balmy afternoon at Leeds Sports Village? Tuanzebe has just completed a 4-month loan spell at Aston Villa and was cruelly limited to just 5 appearances because of an ankle injury. Make no mistake, the 20-year-old still made an impression and was one of the few positives from Villa's 2-0 defeat at Fulham, for example, when he was tasked with keeping teenage sensation Ryan Sessegnon quiet. Which he did, to a point. But his aim of returning to Old Trafford, a real contender for his starting spot at United, that has been put on ice. United could end up paying more than Dalot's minimum release clause to sign the Porto defender, but are close to finding a breakthrough, according to sources close to the player. United are drawing closer to their first signing of the summer transfer window. Jose Mourinho watched the Austrian forward feature for his country during a 1-0 victory over Russia on Wednesday evening, as he weighs up a shock summer move for the striker.